Hi YouTube. As you can see, I did not hook my camera up again this week. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it. This pregnancy, who knows. So first you'll have to excuse me for looking down because I have notes, and then you'll have to excuse me for being out of breath and possibly stopping at some points here. I'm having a rough day. I've yet to get up and really do anything. I've got really, really bad Braxton Hicks. I know they're Braxton Hicks. They hurt, but only in the lower area, and they're not intensifying. They've been going on for about 2 hours now. So, yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. So I'm kind of poopied. Anyway, so this will be my 31-week update. I also have some ultrasound photos that I want to show you guys of a 4D that I had done for my birthday, actually the day after my birthday. I didn't know it was 5th, my birthday was on the 4th. I'm so sorry. Okay, so, week 31, I'm going to go down my notes here and try to make this as quick as possible. I've been having pains in my ribs on both sides, not really like not like a oh my gosh pain, but just a pressury, just, pain, just an ache. Of course, it's where they're spreading and stuff, where my uterus is getting higher and all that good stuff. So I feel full, and I still have 8 weeks to go. Joy. Okay. Like I said, it's getting hard to breathe now. Which I'm hoping she's only this high for another 4 or 5 weeks, and then she'll drop back down. So we can hope on that. I've been having really bad heart palpitations this week, walking around stores, the house, the steps, anything. So I've been using a wheelchair, honestly, when I go on shopping trips, like Walmart. Oh God, Walmart, Braxton Hicks, Walmart, Target, the bigger stores, where if I walk around, it hurts. So I have been using a wheelchair, and I don't really care. This is how I roll. It's either that or I don't leave the house, and I have to leave the house every once in a while. I haven't worked in probably 3 weeks. That's because of kidney stones and pains and aches, and I don't have to go to work. So I'm not, it's hard to explain, but when I work I don't make any money anyway, so it's just for the benefit of me to rest. So anyway, this week I've been passing kidney stones, of course, which is yucky. I've got this left inner thigh groin area pain, not crotch, groin, that, where the leg connects to your hip, groin area. Pain. I went to the chiropractor, and he said that it is my ligaments that are misplaced in my hips. So he did a lot of work on my hips, rotating and stretching and pulling. It does feel a little bit better today, but it is still there, especially when I walk. It's in my left heel, and it shoots all the way up my back of my leg. So I'm leaning more towards sciatica, but I've never had the sciatica hurt inside my leg before, so we'll see. I had my OB appointment on Monday, my birthday. Everything went great. Her heartbeat was 148. Everything was just perfectly reassuring. She's doing wonderful. I let her know I was having horrible urethra pain. If anybody's ever had a catheter and know what it feels like right when they pull it out, that real sharp pain right at the end, obviously the way she was moving or positioning herself would put pressure on my bladder and on my urethra just the right way to make me literally cry and scream out in pain. It was horrible. She's gotten better the last couple of days, so let's just pray that ebbs off. I'll be laying in bed still, and she'll kind of do it here and there, which sucks, but it's not as bad. This week I've also been battling a lot of dizziness, which is frustrating for me because dizziness is kind of linked to my panic, so it's making me panic because I'm dizzy, and I'm dizzy because I'm panicking. So it's definitely been an interesting week for me. My bowels have been seeming to slow down this week. Usually I've been very regular. Sorry. regular, except the first trimester, and now it seems like it's back again. So it must be all that pressure she's putting on me. I started my every 2-week appointments. This appointment, it was 2 weeks since my last one, so I'll be going again at 33, 35, and then starting my once a week, and I cannot believe that's so close. So she was breech when I went to my doctor's appointment Monday. I came home and went to spinningbabies.com, researched and read how to do the inversion. I did the inversion twice. I held it for 30 seconds. I did the inversion, 30 seconds, down, rested, got my blood pressure back to normal because it'll make you dizzy. Sit down. My husband, of course, was right next to me so that way he could keep me steady. And then I did another inversion for 30 seconds. And then I propped 2 of my big fluffy pillows right here, like this thickness. I didn't see that or not. Underneath my butt, 2 of them, so that way I was inverted. Like here was my head and here was my butt. For 1 minute. And then I went to do my 4D ultrasounds, and as soon as I got in, I was like, can you please tell me if she's still breech or not, because I did some inversions last night, and I do not want to do them again if she happened to flip, which of course in my head it was like, it's not going to work, it's never going to happen, but she did. She is head down. She did flip. She is a posterior head down, so hopefully she turns anterior here soon. But she is head down, so my little princess can VBAC now. I'm so excited. I was getting kind of nervous because, you know, 31 and almost 32 weeks. I'm actually 31 weeks and 5 days, so almost 32 weeks. I was getting kind of nervous because, you know, you're in your 30s, but of course I know they can wait to the last minute to flip, of course. And, you know, a steady 35, 36 week flipper, it's pretty common. But still, it was making me nervous. Because being a VBAC, I didn't want them to be like, oh, well, she hasn't flipped, so we have to schedule your C-section just in case, kind of thing. And I didn't even want it on the books. So that was cool. So the inversions on spinningbabies.com did work for me. Now, if she stays that way, who knows? We'll find out. I'm sure my doctor will be able to tell. So, all right. So let me show you these pictures, and then I'm going to kind of do a rant on the ICAN Facebook group. So if you are part of that group, feel free to stick around. If you're not and you don't care about what I have to say, if you want to know what ICAN is the VBAC group for support for women during VBAC that have had cesarean sections. Oh, sorry. That have had cesarean sections and need that support of other women for their labor, and to kind of get stories and all that good stuff. So anyway, I've got a rant on them. So, but anyway, here are my 4D ultrasound pictures. I'm sorry, I'm not computer savvy enough to get them to scan in. I love this one. Her little tongue is sticking out. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry. I don't know if you can tell or not. She's sticking her tongue out, which I thought was adorable. She definitely has my nose. You can see. Poor child. I hated my nose. She was yawning. Lazy girl. Why not, though? You're in a warm womb. And this is my favorite. It's her smiling. They did such a good job. So I really enjoyed it. I got to see pretty much what she looks like. Of course, you know, you can see all the ultrasounds you want, but nothing's as good as the baby. So I'm going to do my belly shot before I do my ICAN rant, just in case you want to. Sorry, I'm watching my dog. Just in case you want to see that and you don't care about my rant. So, let me oh, I'm in a mess, man. I have to clean this house. So I will do my belly shot first. Oh, sorry, my rug's moved. Got it kind of backed up, don't I? Got to block that light with my body. So here is week 31.5. 31 weeks and 5 days. The front. God. I'm sorry, that's horrible. You can't. But that's what I've got working with. So, now on to my rant. As I stated, if you don't know, it is a support group that is supposed to help women that are getting ready to VBAC prior C-section. I went on to their Facebook group. Now, I can't testify for the group itself. This is not bashing towards anybody on that group. This is not bashing towards ICANN in general. But it is my experience that I've had with them so far. So I posted about 3 or 4 months ago about me wanting to VBAC and wanting some information and some support and all that good stuff. And everybody was, you know, very supportive and congratulating me and telling me how awesome it is that, you know, I wanted to VBAC and all this stuff, and gave me really good links of stuff that I might needed to know. Well, then the more I got used to the group, I finally asked the question, Friday, I want to say, that said, if I have to be induced because of being on blood thinners, and if I have to be induced because of risks of bleeding out of being on the blood thinners, because this is always a chance, what are the best methods towards induction that are favorable to a person in VBAC? Because I already understand what a bishop score is, and I already, Blurby, no, Blurman, Blurby, no, you can't steal her bone. Anyway, so I already know what the bishop score and stuff is, and all that good stuff. So I was just kind of, and I know, obviously, you don't want Pitocin, and I know most of the natural methods, you know, nipple stimulation, walking, hot shower, sex, all that good stuff. But I want to know, from a medical standpoint, if I had to get induced for my well-being and my baby's to not have a C-section, what are the best steps to take? Like, you know, prostaglandins, what kind are the best? Pitocin, what milligrams should I ask for to start with? You know, just medical information that I may not know, and I totally got bashed. You should not induce no matter what unless it's going to kill you. Well, I came back with, well, it will. It will. If I give birth on Lovenox, it can very damn well kill me. First of all, I can't have an epidural, which is fine because I'm natural anyway, but God forbid something happens and I need a C-section, and they can't give me a spinal because I've been on Lovenox, so I have to go to sleep. And that's a whole different set of risks. So anyway, so I got bashed for that, and then I got bashed for even asking about the medical interventions, and it was just horrible. So I left the group. So just heads up to any of you who are part of that group or part of thinking of becoming part of the Facebook group. I don't know if the government but the organization within itself is like that, but they are very anti talking about anything other than natural labor and birth of your VBAC. If it's induction or if it has any kind of medical thing whatsoever, they will tell you you are wrong, to change your doctor, to change you, to do this, and it's very judgmental, and it makes you not want to talk to them anymore. I'm definitely going to VBAC. They're not going to influence that. I know I want a natural. They're not going to influence that, but you know, they could have helped me by trying to figure out some links or some sound medical information based on past research of what's the best if you have to be induced. But they didn't do that. They immediately pushed me aside and told me that I was wrong for inducing, and that it was wrong because I didn't have to, even though they had no medical proof that an understanding of what blood thinners do when you're in labor. So anyway, that's my bitch today, along with my 31.5 week update. If you guys want to ask me anything, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you need any information for VBACs that I might have, please leave that question below. And I will be doing another video as well on epidurals. I know this is very controversial, but only because it's close to my heart, because I just had something happen in my life with one of my very best friends. I'm going to be bringing up the fact of the dangers of epidurals. So yeah, that's where I'm going to do my next video on. So thanks for sticking around. Sorry it's been so long. Bye!